Before Tuesday, we didn't know about weapons involved or what may have led up to this shooting, where the two non-tribal people were shot and the Ute Tribe Fish and Wildlife officer came away with no injuries. We do know that the officer fired the shots. This video that you're about to see and a newly obtained incident report gives us a better understanding of what took place that afternoon in Duchesne County. A Duchesne County Sheriff's deputy called to the scene of a shooting on July 17th in Uinta Canyon, north of the town of Neola. An initial report shows dispatch alerted the deputy that an officer was shot, but the deputy learned otherwise as he assessed the scene.
Pulled away from me on a side-by-side after pulling me in and taking off.
Okay.
Turned around, came back down. That's when he informed me he was shot. When she was shot, they got out, had him lay on the floor.
They were both shot by...
Yes.
Zone 1.
Is it safe to bring the ambulance in then?
Yes.
A man and a woman who were riding on a side-by-side had been shot. The tribal officer who was involved was providing first aid to the woman.
All right, do you need some gauze over there?
It's still unclear what happened before the shots were fired. Based on the initial call from dispatch, the Duchesne County deputy wanted to make sure the scene was secure.
Where's the weapons at?
There was no weapons.
No weapons.
One of the victims saying that the Ute Tribe officer shot them. According to an incident report filed by that Duchesne County deputy, it appears both victims were shot in the back.
Just looking at the limited reports that we have so far and seeing the nature of the injuries of the two individuals, which appear to have been shot in the back, there does not seem to be any other weapons involved. You would expect that there would be an investigation against this officer to determine whether or not her conduct was justified under the circumstances.
The FBI is leading this investigation into what exactly transpired before shots were fired. SCOTUS says the investigation will be treated as a homicide, even though the two individuals are still recovering.
Officer-involved critical incidents are always difficult to investigate. We like to think that our officers are doing their job and have to act quickly and on the spur of the moment, and sometimes they draw their weapon and sometimes they fire the weapon, and sometimes people are injured as a result of that.
The attorneys for both shooting victims tell me that they're at home recovering with the aftermath of their serious injuries. We don't know about the status of the officer, and we're still waiting more details on this as the FBI continues its investigation. However, in full transparency, to learn more about what happened that afternoon in Duchesne County, we asked for these records. Initially, both the video and incident report were denied, but we appealed and were able to bring this information to light. Brian Schnee, Fox 13 News, Utah.